be good. There we go. So what's going to happen here is, as you can see, I've somewhat fortified this base. Not extremely, but somewhat. I need to put some mounted guns in. So I need to put some, I'll just say, NATO team. I already said this. CSAT, proceed to your objective. Right, so CSAT team, as you can see, are rolling out. This is very exciting tonight. This is very exciting that we get to have actual PvP missions and see the guys moving out there. So they are taking everything. Look, we've got a transport convoy going on here. A load of people in the back there, look. And they're also bringing some heavy gear. Taking everything they need. The heli is still at base right now. I'm not quite sure whether this is they've got anybody on board. Now it looks like the teams have decided to opt for ground options. Maybe the pilot is going for the attack heli. Yeah, he definitely is. That's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Then we're going to get some real action happening. They don't actually know their objective yet. They've just been told to proceed here to the base. They can bring vehicles in, but the only way into this section is through the checkpoint. And I'll lay down the objective for them once they get into here. Yeah, I saw that fuse, although fuse I actually have changed nothing. Right, let's get back on with Anthracia. So, the objective with this one is going to be a hostage rescue. And this is why it's going to get curious. So, I'll lay out the mission. So I'm going to put 2 in here.
Ready.
There are going to be a couple of locations here for them to locate. They'll all be fairly close together though. Right, I just need to secure these guys before they decide to run away.
Ready.
Okay, and then we'll maybe go for the broken up building right here as well. So basically, the NATO team are going to have to secure this. Okay, so we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's put 10. No, we got 3. Sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's have 8 guys in here. Are those masses of dots on the map supposed to be there? I'm not sure. We'll have a look in a sec. This whole evening, though, guys, is very experimental, so it's going to be curious to see what happens. Let me just double check. I don't actually see any masses of dots on the map, so I think it's fine. Interesting how I don't know whether this is just for me, but basically when you see these camp sleeping bags, and it's going to be very difficult for me to see that, but the sleeping bags basically are individual respawn points. But when the guys respawn, they will actually have not so much equipment, so that basically means that when they spawn in, they'll obviously have reduced gear, and that's going to be right, so the team are getting set. I'm going to lay in the mission. Okay, so what? Yeah, this is the way. So I set this one up that the NATO team have to hold the hostages. The NATO team have 30 minutes. 30 minutes to secure hostage. They have to secure 50% of the hostages. They've got to secure 5 of the hostages in that time. So we should have 20 people around here, basically. Let's check the map. There's some more coming in here. So there might be a few guys in these vehicles, etc., etc. So we've got 4 here, 5, 6. There's another load here, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's probably a couple more, 11, 12 of them here. So yeah, we've probably got most people there. Let's just have a look back at base here. I think there's one guy back at base here. And I think we have in total got, let's just count up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you can see we've got 20 people. Right, let's lay in the mission. Objectives, custom objective. And I've loaded up all these bases beforehand to save time. Okay, let's just put OB1. CSAT hold. CSAT forces have taken 10 civs hostage. The CSAT team must hold these civs secure at the compound. Not secure, just hold these civs at the compound. NATO team, you have 30 minutes. This might be a short amount of time, but we'll see. You have 30 minutes to attack and secure 50% of the hostages, which is 5 hostages. If more than 5 hostages are killed or you run out of time, the mission is failed. If CSAT kill any hostages, the mission is failed for them. Hopefully I've written that in an explained way. Oh, fucking idiot. Actually, that's interesting. Oh, I see, that's just other tasks. Basically there's tasks on here for me. But why has my own mission not come up? See, this is why we're talking about being very experimental. The tasks does not, unless the tasks don't appear for me. That's a question, are we supposed to see CSAT spawn points? Is that a problem? Not really a problem. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to. See, this is very much kind of like a working through this one, guys. Luton, it's 8 hostages. Really? I thought I put 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, it is 8. Okay, I'll just bang in a couple of others, no problem. Right. Let's just secure these guys. Thank you for highlighting that one to me. 30 minutes begins from this time. And it's 47 on my clock. Luton, you can see camps. Okay, yeah. Let me just talk about camp. So it's not intentional that people can see the camps. I can't fix it now. This is very much a test night. So let's roll with it. Do not deliberately camp or attack enemy camps. If it's clearly not working, maybe we have to not use them on future missions. Raz doesn't think we can amend that issue. It might be thing. Okay, clear this chat. NATO teams. Mission go. Right guys, it's on. 30 teams. 30 teams, 30 missions begins right now. 30 missions, 30 minutes, and it's a go. We need helos unlocked to Luton. God damn it, Raz did this. It's because Raz locked the helis because people were screwing around. I'm going to give them an extra minute or two. I just checked back at the CSAT base because I know Raz had previously locked some helis here as well. I just want to make sure they're unlocked. It's because basically when we spawned in, people just... Yeah, see, look, that's locked. When they spawned in, people just started screwing around a bit, so wanted to make sure people weren't mistakenly using them. This one's not playing ball, well, that's fine. Right, let's get back over the other side. Let's have a little look and see what the CSAT teams are doing. They got 30 minutes on the clock, so driving to this mission might... Just a thought. On a timed mission, driving up to it might not be the best option. Now their issue is going to come from the fact that the heli pilot right here is potentially going to go look for them. I'm just saying to the pilot from CSAT here to make sure he stays around the objective. I don't want him flying off trying to hunt for the other objective right here. We've got no pilot for the Huron. Can one of us take that position? No. Each team has one pilot. And the reason I give one each is that it's going to be means they have to do like an interesting balance. They're wasting a lot of time here. They probably should have just gone for the Huron. Those guys are going to have to drive. They should have gone for the Huron to start. But you know, this is very much an experiment. We're going to have to see what happens. These guys are making quite a massive error right now. I've got no idea what they're doing. They seem to be driving down the peninsula where there is no way to go through. Louis here has got the right idea. Extra and Casper. Literally, I suppose Extra's going to try and drive across the water, but that'll take literally forever. I mean, look how much water he's got to cross over. This is not playing well so far. A lot of very stupid mistakes being made. Just in terms of arriving at the objective, let alone fighting. I mean, they're making some huge flaws right from the word go. And they've wasted a gigantic amount of time. No real idea what they're thinking about. Really not so smart. I'll just put a marker down as well, in case they wasn't obvious enough for them already. But you know, this was another part of the test really for this mission, was for me to see how successful public players can kind of work together in this way. You know, is it going to be just a mess, or what's going to happen? It's going to be really curious to see what happens, so we'll see. They're keeping a good space here in terms of the piloting. As Luton is ZEUSing for PvP, what is he going to do? Well, I'm kind of marshalling, is what I'm doing. Luton are only CSAT allowed to set up camps because they're the ones holding the town. No, anyone can. So I'm pleased to see that they're taking a wide berth here, but I mean, it's going to be interesting to see that they're taking a very, very wide berth. And the other helo is sort of guarding down here. But Luton, maybe you should have given them infill points and start the clock only when they reach them. Not really. I mean, part of a mission is getting to it quickly. I've thought these missions through very carefully, and it's like, you know, it's testing their ability to, you know, get together, work for the mission, locate positions, get onto it. Right, now look, we've got... now what's this chap doing here? Is he sniping? What gear has this guy got? It looks like he's got the... Has he got the Mark 14? No, he's only got Katiba, but he's got an... He's got Katiba GL, and he's got the AML on it, very professional looking camo right there. The heli is getting a bit sort of antsy and getting fun around. Do you know what? I didn't put any statics in on this, but to be honest, I'm not entirely sure whether they need it. We'll just do without statics on this one. But it's interesting they've kind of set up around the west. And there's a team up on the hilltop right here. We're ready as well. Now the NATO heli is taking a long route around. Not sure what position he's coming in on there. And the other guys are getting far away. Now it looks like the heli right here is getting ready to engage. If not having engaged already. I think it has engaged. Yep, engaged and destroyed one of the tanks coming in there. This is going to be an issue for them with only one pilot. That helicopter pilot really needs to shift. Now Extra is doing what I thought, which is driving across the water. This is a flawed idea because you know, it takes so long. Just getting across this piece of water would take forever. This is a hugely big mistake to make. Not sure why that's happening. Somebody did actually say earlier on that the CSAT heli might be a bit OP because this CSAT heli can actually it can attack very sort of it's strong with its missiles. It's got kind of locking missiles, but I was balancing it against the fact that it's only got one pod of them versus the Pawnee, which has got more. But again, it's all kind of like balancing this and trying to figure out what to do. And the guys here, what is this guy off road for? They're gonna really struggle to even get to this objective, let alone get there all together. I've got no clue what they're doing. Really. Wasting so much time. So the really only possibility of succeeding this mission, and the NATO pilot's going to have to go back. They're being very cautious. So they're proceeding mainly on foot now here. But they're going to really have to shift if they want to get up here. But this has been some big issues right from the word go. Oh, hello. CSAT heli is patrolling. Not sure whether it's located or seen them. Not sure what he's shooting at there. I think he thought he saw some target. We're on board with this guy, see what you can see. Well, the guys can take RPGs and stuff. I'm not quite sure what this pilot is doing. He seems to be like going into hover mode. I thought we'd just sit here. I'm very kind of aware and cautious about people in the way in which they're playing today. Yeah, well, you know, another factor for me in this was that I wanted to see, like I said, how carefully and how well people were actually going to use objectives in the game and play together. Now, if it turns out that people, you know, this is a test, where are they going? Oh my good God, oh, they're trying to get to the main road, that's what they're doing. If it turns out that people are kind of just really unable to work together, like I recommend that Sneezing African right here gets that Pawnee in action right now. That's what he really needs to do. Do you know, I'm going to take away the Pawnee. I'm going to give him a Hellcat because I think actually what I should do is maybe give each side a Hellcat. I think it's going to be fairer. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a Hellcat armed. Okay, I'm going to put oh, he just disconnected. That's probably what happened right there. Okay, let's just check what happened to that AF heli. Oh, yeah, he seems to be down. Right, there is some action going on here, but I just need to keep managing stuff, guys. Right, I'm going to provide them also with a Hellcat because I decided that having the attack helicopters be the exact same is going to be fairer than having the differences between the two. Also, the benefit of the Hellcat armed is that it still can carry a couple of people, which is a good thing. Right, so that one's down. Now let's see what's happening right here. Now this hunter has maybe made a kind of not spectacular move. There seems to be some firing happening right here. And these guys are engaging at quite significant range. I haven't given them many snipers, but this guy's got the Mark 14 with the AMS. So they haven't got many snipers per side, guys. They've only got a couple of weapons they can actually take. Oh, shots coming in. Pecoso23, thank you for subscribing, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you enjoy the content. Right, let's go look, see what's happening over here. So, unfortunately, the Kamish here is going to be a very, very powerful tool indeed. And I kind of question whether that hunter sort of gave away their position. There is a group of them moving up here. Now, I should also point out, guys, that, yeah, we've got nearly 300, guys. 300 views. We normally only cap out about 250, 280, so tonight we have big, big views. Now, this could become... Now, you can see that the weapons, the guys here with their AT, these guys, they've only got these, PCML. They don't have the standard Titans, and they don't have the RPGs. So these guys, you can see right here, I think that is where the... Okay, they're getting some range on this. Clock's ticking, by the way. They've got 20 minutes remaining. So they had another 20 remaining out of 30. So that means we add 15 onto that. So they got 35 minutes remaining. So we're kind of, like I said a few times now, we're experimenting and we're testing how things are working tonight to give us a better idea about how I can do these in the future. You know, I can come up with all the ideas I want to, but until you physically get in the game and try it out, it's difficult for you to kind of judge how things are going to work right here. You see a couple of guys right here. They're taking shots on this hilltop. Oh, balls. You know, whilst I was away fiddling around with all my adminning stuff, we missed that vehicle being taken down. But how good that they managed to get in and do that. What is firing? Oh, this is the, I think he's shooting at the helicopter. Yeah, I don't know the differences between comms. I mean, I really feel like as well that this may work, that in the future what I do is I have signed up teams who get ready to join at a certain time. But we'll see how it goes. Now, Louis is staying a bit far away. In fact, I may try that for another week. Now, this is going to be interesting, guys. The Marshal has actually come ashore. And bear in mind, the CSAT have lost one of their heavy vehicles. I don't know if they have got any further vehicles. They've got a couple of Ifrits in town here, but I don't see they've got another Ifrit over here, but they haven't got any further heavy tanks. They do actually have a Marid back at base. I think they do anyway. Let me just double check. There's still a Marid back at base. Okay, anyone is their new pilot. Okay, let's look at what's Sneezing doing. If they had anything about them, the NATO team, that by now they would have marked this ridgeline and got an airstrike down on it. Oh, 2 targets down. Moustache and Parabolic are down. The rounds coming in right now. Zenulus looks trapped. So it's good work by the Blue 4 pushing in right here. There's some heavy fire coming across. Yeah, you won't. So the guys are stating about the fact that they are not spawning in with their kit. As I say, there's not much I can do about that right now. Okay, heli's coming in. Let's see what he's going to do. I can see the enemy heli just ahead, look. Missiles away. I just saw a power drop come down over here. Is this a CSAT power drop? Jesus, they're shooting. It's a friendly. Bit of touchy nerves right there. Let's see what the pilot's going to do right here. So this is the enemy pilot. You can see the hunter down there. We'll go and find that Marine in a minute. Oh no, he's going after the enemy heli. We should watch this for sure. What's the what on earth are these guys doing over here? They're so far away. They need to fucking move. Seriously. Heli combat, guys. Heli combat is on. Heli combat is on. They've got even helis, so it's down to the pilots. Some interesting strafing going on right here. Oh my god. The NATO is on the left here. The CSAT is below. Taking rounds from the ground as well. Look, he's being scared away. CSAT is... Oh! Oh! Down he goes, man. Down he goes. CSAT heli is ruined. Oh, they can't be revived by medics. No, that system is not in on this right now. And I actually think it's a good thing, because if you shoot a guy down, you want to be... Oh, he's sneezing, go down too! Oh! It looks like... Wow. Dropped out of the sky. Again, I don't know whether they both took some damage there or what happened. Okay, well, the blue 4 teams are taking advantage and moving in. I can hear a lot of firing going on. Okay, it's the Ifrit. Ifrit's lighting up the other hunter over there. There he goes. Blown up in the distance. Somebody's got a little sniper position up here. Daniel. You got the Katiba. Is there any way to spectate normal matches without being Zeus? I don't think so. These guys are still trapped on this ridge line right here. Oh yeah, shit. I've got to respawn the helis, I forgot. Yeah, when stuff gets destroyed, I have to manually place it back in. Because right now there's no kind of respawn mechanic, so I have to manually respawn these. It's a good job he actually said. But see, anyone is taking a different heli. But you know, most vehicles don't respawn instantly anyway. Now the Kamish, basically, I think what we'll do is per mission, I'll respawn helis, but no other vehicles, maybe, or maybe like the the Ifrits and the stuff, but no more tanks. So we'll just play it by ear. But again, this might be something where I have assistance with, to help with respawning vehicles, so I can focus on other play. Or, as I say, I'll work with the admins and perhaps we'll be able to put some things in place. And the Blue 4 team are pushing forward. They've had 20 minutes of 45, 25 minutes remain for them. I should probably tell them that. The Marshal, which could have really got in the mix, is still staying at like really extreme range. And again, we may drop some players out dependent on how they play. Oh, dude, just got ruined. Possibly by a sniper in the town right there. What is this heli pilot doing? I don't know if he's got people on board. I think these guys are getting shot at by idle mass who moved up here. I should have probably told the... I didn't instruct the CSAT that they had to stay in the town, but now that I think about it, I would have done that. I would have restricted them to stay within the compound. That's preferably what I would have done. But they seem unaware of the fact that Louis here has managed to come in on this side of things. So there is a team coming in on the south side. This could be interesting. How look, there's a couple very close together here. There are a couple of ways in, but as you can see, I've protected the compound quite securely because I didn't want them to be able to just run in. So he can get in here through the main checkpoint. There are other ways in as well. There's a couple of little positions here. There's also a little way through here. So I've kind of given some options, but you can't just run into the base. I protected it pretty securely all the way around. There's lots of little spaces here, like little gaps in the fences. So there are plenty of places you can get in at. But I literally just said, dude, 25. I'm not repeating myself. Oh, combat is on here. Combat is on. So close. Close combat. He's just the other side, dude. Get a grenade in. Whoa, whoa. There's a guy prone right here, right here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Nice. Down he goes. Right, they're pushing up here. Jesus, he came up behind. Mother of God, I think they came up behind him there, maybe. Well, the blue... Jesus. The blue team are having a hard old time with this. But, look at Louis. Infiltrating, infiltrating. They've been so obsessed with this main objective. But the trouble is, he's got to find them. I probably also should have given a little bit more intel about where they are in the centre of town. Now, the question is, does he want to engage? Might be. He is firing shots across there. It might be a bit of a dangerous option. Trouble is, if they've got good comms going on as well, that guy's going to call it out. We'll start seeing some other reaction. Raz is in here as well. Look. There's two guys here. The next mission is going to be a lot more fluid, so it's going to be interesting to see how this works on the next one. We'll give them a return to base time and a rearm of like 10 minutes. But I think for next week what I may do is, for example, set it so that only Ahoy members can join or something like this, and then that will be interesting to see how it plays out. But I wanted to try this publicly. I wanted to see how things go public. I wanted to see, you know, just kind of how it generally went down. Oh, there's a lot of fire coming at these guys from that Ifrit. It's interesting as well because, you know, from the player's perspective, suddenly, you know, it's not so great to be facing vehicles and stuff, you know, compared to how it is in most missions. There are only, by the way, 2 armed. Wow, hit on that guy right there. Yeah, look at that. Rockets coming in and they've taken it out. Nice action there. Good action. Good work. Good work. So they're coming in real good. Let's see how Louis is doing. He's still up. Still up. He's being flanked though pretty hard. I think... Oh, Tim right here. There is a lot of fire going out. Holy crap. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The CSAT heli is back in the mix. Where's the NATO heli? Because that thing's been missing in action for ages. Oh, he's in the north side. Look at all the skulls, dude. Must be where people died. I don't know if I can remove those or not. There is the Marshal there as well. I haven't really seen that Marshal firing very much. I think this guy's coming to do a full-on strafe run up on this hilltop now. I think he knows this. Oh, there's a missile off there, just fired in. Here we go, here we go. It's coming down, it's coming down, coming down. Man, those strafing airstrikes are so much better when it's like PvP. Now there's 2 guys here. The other heli is coming in though, look, he's chasing him. We'll try and come back to that. I just want to give a quick position check. Looks like the blue 4 guys have been wiped out in town, but that Marshal is really getting in the mix now. They lost their tank very early on, and I have to say the blue 4 guys, against odds, have done a very good job of actually lighting up enemy targets. The helis are still having a fight. Oh my god, he's still going for a strafing run on them. Look, 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 look at this. So much fire coming in. Wow, wow, hey, over 300 viewers. Welcome guys, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Right, so the blues are still at quite a range, but they are making some headway. The guys out here are doing quite a good job of surviving, because remember, if you die, you can't be revived. So the guys are doing a good job, but they don't have very much longer. They've got 15 now on the clock, I think. 15 on the clock, but they are making some progress. I better just give them an update. "15 minutes on the clock." Oh, I think he's down. No. The helis are so close together, though. I think he's maybe out of guns at this point. If he lines it up right, though, he can wreck him. Ah, come on, come on! So close together! Oh my god. Arma aiming. Hey, thanks for the donation. Jetpack, see you next time. So now the shoes are on anyone's foot. Right, so the Marshal has been... hello, hello, hello. We've got another Ifrit right here driving around. This thing needs to be careful. He's going to take that... Why has this Marshal not spotted this guy? Luton, I don't think spawn points in the compound is a good idea at this rate. The CSAC can respawn and barely take any losses. Well, the thing is, Devils, is that when they respawn... Oh, there he goes. Yeah, there he goes. The thing is, Devils, is that when they respawn, they don't respawn with their full kit. They only respawn with like a very, very basic kit, no optics, etc. So basically, when they spawn in, they're not having all their guns and stuff, which means they've got a fair disadvantage. Also, don't forget that the other guys can spawn over here just as much, so, you know. But it's true, I think maybe on the next one, we might say like no respawns or something. They need to get moving. They still got 15 minutes. A couple are getting close here. As I say, the entrances in and out are... You can see there's a little gap in the wall just over there to his left. Luton, you should restrict the long-range optics. Well, they are. Again, guys, everything that you see is very restricted, okay? So the majority of optics are going to be RCO, ARCO. There's only 4, I think, AWSs per side. So there's only 4 AWS optics. One of their grenades killed a hostage. Okay, copy that. Whose grenades? Okay, so one of the one hostage down from Blue 4. So they got to secure 50%. It's going to get hard. They need to get in here now. Is what they need to do. They still got 14 minutes, so time is sort of rolling on. Yes, third person is disabled, browser. So third person is disabled. Can't they just go loot their dead bodies or enemies' bodies when they respawn? Possible, Andrew, possible. Right, let's see what's going on. So we've got a group over here. The other group on the hilltop have been pretty hard ruined right now, but they've come right out of the compound. Again, if I set this again, I would make the rule that the CSAT are unable to leave the compound. So it's resting on this team here, really. But see, the optimal way for them to complete this mission would have been to helicopter a lot closer, all bail out, bring the Huron, maybe like bring it up here or something like this, bang it in behind this hill or something like this, be a bit closer. Because I think people were being very, very wary in the way that they would ordinarily, but there's not a lot of like AA vehicles or anything like this, so they can get a little bit closer. I'll probably test that. I'll set that rule for them on the next mission. Maybe you should restrict armed vehicles to 1 per mission or make them a lot more cautious with their usage. Yeah, it's possibility. Possibility. Just had like a what? Oh, it's on. Yeah, you got him. Ulrich here, checking out that window. So the guy's here just pushing across. Here's Raz. I think he's not trying to. He's trying to look over the wall here. But as I say, third person is disabled, guys. Boats in the future will be a possibility, but I haven't set it for this mission. But they really need to be para-dropping some more people in right now. I mean, another thing they could have gone for at the very beginning, they could have gone for a Huron power drop. They could have got everyone in there and power dropped them. I think they're staying out of range because they know the enemy can range them. Well, it depends which way they come in, doesn't it? I mean, you know, coming from different positions, etc. The guys over here are far out. But they are running in. A lot of ground to cover, though. And looks like the majority of the blue team are getting ruined. Anyone rearm? Go back to base. And request it. Well, this team here need to get in the mix. And it looks like, is this a Panther? Yeah, they got a Panther up on top here. But understandably, some of the people are quite cautious. Okay, a couple of guys here with their transport truck just bailed it. These guys, they're doing what they need to get in on this. Every possibility this can be completed. Remember, they only have to secure 50% of the hostages, so they only have to secure 5. No respawns for vehicles. I don't know. I think no respawns for heavy armor. Jesus. Second respawn gives me different weapon than saved. Normal disadvantage of spawning in the field, says Raz. Spud here is still like isolated out. He's got a guy right in front of him though. But this is the thing, when you're PvPing, it's very, very different to AI, especially when they're on a timed mission. I have got some missions later that are not. Oh shit! They're so close. Look, got him, Mr. Moustache. Got him. Right. So here's the main force coming in, and they have also got heli support. Now, what they really should do with that heli is use it to kind of maybe blow a hole in a perimeter or an identified section if they can mark their map. god, it's so close together. This guy's like running around right next to enemies right here. As I say, we've just got to secure 50%. Oh shoot. This guy is really running. This guy's really... Oh, frickin' hell. Got some hits on him there, but he didn't kill him. There's a guy right in front of him. Right in front of him. Yeah, he got him. Let's just stay on this guy real quick. He needs to medic like a boss. He's getting stuck out in the open. He's right across from like 3 hostages. If he just ran across to the church. He just needs to get in that church, man. Oh! Oh! Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen because those shots were fired and the other guy who was in the compound right here was ready for him. But they know that that was Raz as well, kind of owned that guy. But there are 2-3 players down there. And the 2-3 players down and the blues are getting really close. They should really use the tank to kind of go in hard. So the blue team really need to make this happen. They've got 7 minutes now on the clock. Looking to use any effects, Arma looks more vibrant. No, not really. These guys here up on the hilltop really need to get their shit together. There's a couple that are trying to get in on it. That looks like an enemy heli approaching. Oh, anyone, I forgot to rearm you. So they've got 5 on the clock now. Yep, Wargamer, thanks for jumping in, man. See you next time. So the way this is going, it's going to be a victory point for CSAT. But I think the next mission we will try without respawns, because I think, as people have highlighted, it does give quite a significant advantage. Not out of the realms of possibility for them to do this though, they just need to go in hard and find those units. But they really should have taken a much harder attack to start with, because you know it's PvP, it's not AI, and this is a timed mission, they can't mess around, they need to get in the mix. Easier said than done. Firing at the Panther now. Okay, so I think we're coming up towards the end of this one now, guys. So basically what will happen is, once this mission is completed, they can evac back to base, rearm, and I'll restock everything and I'll reset to the next mission. Okay, let's just watch these guys right here. Aiden. Got a couple of minutes here on this one. There's a huge amount that we can do with these missions, guys, and there's some great ideas coming out. What I would say to you, if you have ideas for this mission, all right, I will probably very likely post one of the missions from this tonight on my YouTube channel. If you have good ideas for the missions, please post them on my YouTube channel comments, and then that way I can sort of take those ideas forward and put them in. If you're typing comments into the chat right now, I'm probably not going to forget. I'm probably going to not remember those comments. So it's better if you post them on my YouTube channel, or for example, guys, if one of the mods right here, if one of the mods or one of the he's firing a teammate right there, and they're pinned in. Yeah, if you're on my yeah, thank you very much, Fuse just put my YouTube channels. Guys, if you go to my YouTube channel, Lutin09, and I recently posted a video about this night, about the PvP night. If you want to go to that video and comment, then you can tell me exactly what you think we should do for future in that. But I mean, I understand there are a lot of things that we could do. There's a lot of things that I would love to do for this. This is the very first time I've tried it. It's, you know, it takes quite a bit to organise the server, get everything together, and so, you know, over time it will adapt. Over time I will add things in, change things up, and all this kind of stuff. But there's a load of different things we can do. But doing it all on day one is a little hard. And, you know, like I say, you know, half of this, right, the tank is moving after it's too late. This tank should have moved about 10 minutes ago. But it's too late now. I'm interested to see how the next mission's going to be extremely different. Yeah, like this tank should have done this like 10 minutes ago, and now it's too late. They've made the like with Battlefield, they've made the push at the last minute, and they really should have gone 10 minutes ago when they could have done this. It's too late now, you know. This tank had ample opportunity to do this. They could, you know, they could have got everyone in the back of that tank, and they could have caned it into the base and had everyone jump out and cross that ground, but they didn't, and they failed it now.